new initiative is taking Grandview Police back to high school.
Grandview's mayor presented the rising football star with a proclamation. But if he does, we'll be ready.
In Grandview, Missouri, Bianca Beltran, KBC.
Grandview is giving him something to talk about.
2018 was a year of identifying efficiencies, engaging our citizens and business community, and delivering additional city services for all.
The city building tomorrow's community is living up to its motto. 2018 saw a boom in development on the housing front. More than a dozen new buildings have gone up at Grand Summit Apartments along Highway 150 this year. The affordable luxury apartment complex on a golf course started construction on an additional 156 units.
This, by far, is the largest project here in Grandview. 23 buildings plus a storage building. So it's a very significant project for the city of Grandview.
We're typically out here probably 6 hours a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays we have set times for the contractors so we can make sure that they don't have to wait on inspections.
We do spend a lot of time reviewing plans, issuing permits, and then at the location, walking each building, each floor, each apartment.
And Grand Summit isn't done yet. Expect Phase 3 to begin in 2019, adding another 250 plus apartments. Last year, Grandview issued more than 4 times the number of single-family home permits compared to the previous year. When Kansas City Business Journal released its list of top 50 hottest selling zip codes, 64030 was there. That's the entire city of Grandview, hitting the list at number 30. These successes, combined with the data from a housing study released earlier this year, shed light on growing opportunities in the Grandview housing market.
And today we have an ad hoc committee made up of a group of committed citizens to implement those key recommendations that came out of that housing study.
So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
More businesses are also seeing the benefits of doing work in Grandview. Winco Fireworks moved its operations here. Terra Group demolished a vacant building to make way for a new Dairy Queen set to open later this year, as well as give a facelift to this Main Street strip mall. And Kelly Construction built its new headquarters and moved here from Overland Park.
What I've heard consistently from the folks at Kelly Construction was they said, this is by far the easiest city we've ever worked in, no matter what kind of work that we've done.
There's no vacancy at the long vacant Roadway Inn. Longtime Grandview business Teague Lumber Company is transforming the old hotel into an expansion. Also transformed is the new Shalimar Park. The Parks and Rec baseball and softball complex opened in the spring to a very cold Easter egg hunt, but soon filled up with kids swinging for the fences.
Shalimar Park was our flagship park this year that we completed. We hosted several softball tournaments this year, and in these softball tournaments, over 1,000 people show up to participate.
Shalimar Park was completed as part of the 2014 no tax increase bond issue, and 2 more projects are coming down the pipeline.
So behind me is the future splash park for the view. It'll be attached through this back door through the pool. So we held several public meetings to get the public's input on what they wanted for the splash park. One of the things that we heard them say was that they wanted slides, multiple features that have movable parts. So this splash park is very interactive, very active splash park, but it is also handicap accessible. So it meets all needs and all ages.
The new firing range is a joint project with both Parks and Rec and us. When it's all said and done, it'll be over $1 million investment. We're looking forward to it because it's going to be a state-of-the-art facility both for our officers and then also a nice amenity for the community where they can use the facility also.
Grandview is also set to embark on one of its biggest economic development projects hinging on infrastructure. The conversion of the I-49 outer roads to 2-way traffic is a long-anticipated catalyst for local businesses. Hoping to break ground in late 2019, this project will increase accessibility in a city divided by an interstate.
We have been working on that for several years. There's a lot of things you have to do to get such a big job like that out. Because it's on an interstate, we also have to work with the Federal Highway Administration, so we have to have them approve any plans.
Well, we look like an organization that's outside,
is building things. We just have a whole lot of work inside to document what we do, to be able to pay for the work that we do.
We prepare grant applications, and we've been very successful over the years.
For the I-49 outer road conversion, Public Works worked for years to win more than $11 million in grants for the $15 million project.
Actually use some very modern project delivery techniques, such as design-build, to deliver these projects so that we have good control of the costs and we don't overrun.
Grandview's growth spurred community development to review and update the city's nearly 17-year-old comprehensive plan. To start, city planners and the communications team performed public outreach at a number of city facilities, events, and other public spaces, gathering input from citizens of all ages and organizing a citizens advisory committee.
So it's a very wide scope of work, so it's really important for us to have a solid foundation.
Grandview C4 School District has its own plan in the works. Its strategic plan will guide the district for the next 5 years, requiring community input to help establish goals and paths to success.
As we get together, all of our parents and our staff and our students and our community, everybody coming together to really guide of what do we want to see accomplished in our district over the next 5 years. It's amazing to see the positive things that have happened before, but that we really want to see in our vision moving forward. One of those pieces is going to be making sure that we implement a more rigorous curriculum throughout our district so that we know that we are going to go even closer to preparing all of our students to be college and career ready and fully realizing our vision.
Grandview voters can take credit for one of the biggest accomplishments of 2018.
Well, the public safety sales tax was huge.
The public safety sales tax.
The Chamber was excited to be one of the first organizations out of the gate to support the city in endorsing the public safety sales tax.
In April, nearly 75% of voters approved a half-cent sales tax for public safety. With it comes more competitive compensation, new officers and staff, and new firefighters to staff a future additional ambulance.
We have 2 full-time ambulances that run almost non-stop in this city. It takes 6 people to staff 1 new ambulance. And so by the public safety sales tax getting passed, it did many things for us. One, it allowed us to hire 6 people, which we did. So not only does that provide better service for the citizens of Grandview and the visitors to Grandview, but our morale, our guys have some help now. They have some relief.
I've been here over 27 years, and for us to be able to increase our personnel by roughly 10% is a huge thing for us.
So it's very rare when the business community supports a tax so wholeheartedly, but they did so for the city, and it will bring great improvements to our police and fire and public safety.
Approval of the public safety sales tax allowed the Grandview Police Department to be proactive in its policing. It created a specialized enforcement unit targeting high crime and high traffic accident areas. The result? The overall crime rate plummeted by 12%.
We analyze crime all the time as far as what type of crime is happening, where it's happening, when it's happening. And based on the data, we direct our officers both with their tactics and sometimes even adjusting their hours to be a little more proactive and find out where the crime's happening. The reduction is fairly significant for us.
Safety is always top of mind at Grandview C4 School District. Leaders have started implementing new safety and security measures for the students, staff, and teachers inside its schools.
We upgraded our cameras at the high school. We have new security vestibules that we've inserted at our middle school and our high school. We're going to keep pushing through with safety and security. So we meet monthly, making sure that we're talking with our first responders. We have a great relationship with the city, so it's amazing to have those conversations and talk about what's really happening in the national circle, but then what's happening here in Grandview.
Grandview Fire Department's commitment to safety is paying off for property owners, literally. After a review of Grandview Fire Department's training, policies, and equipment, the Insurance Services Office gave the department a new rating, and it can help citizens and businesses save money.
We were very proud of the fact that we were able to go from a 4 to a 2 rating. There's less than 100 fire departments that are rated a 2 in the country. And the homeowners and the business owners in Grandview should see a reduction in their premiums because of that.
Grandview Finance Department had several wins in 2018, a new DMV contract, and another Excellence in Financial Reporting Award from Government Finance Officers Association.
And we received that award for the 31st consecutive year. For the very first time, we did what we call a PAFR, which is a popular annual financial report, and you can actually see both of those documents out on the city's website.
Awarded our contract in January of 2018 up until January of 2023. So our office will be here.
A regional group awarded the Grandview C4 School District with a big honor. South Kansas City Alliance honored the district an outstanding education achievement for its Project Lead the Way program. The program offers STEM lessons and classes to every student in the district.
This is an amazing accomplishment for us so that all students have the opportunity to get that experience and really have an opportunity to have really hands-on, real-world projects that they're able to design. It's so much fun for those kids to be able to see that and work together. And project-based learning, they get to be working with their hands right there and solving real-world problems right now.
Grandview is recognizing the power in our partnerships.
One of the things that this mayor and this board of aldermen did was to be proactive in their approach. They didn't sit around and just wait and say, "Oh, we want to hope that someone will come to the city of Grandview and participate in all that we have to offer." They took action.
We have been working on building relationships with surrounding cities, Jackson County, and the regional hubs like Mid-American Regional Council. Mark, as a result, we were able to have a representative in Board of Equalization and also Mark's TTPC.
Our Eastern Jackson County Public Policy Council took a group of members to Jefferson City to visit our legislators.
A strong partnership with the school district and Grandview Chamber led to an award-winning campaign promoting the good in Grandview. The Social Media Club of Kansas City recognized the success of We Are Grandview as best Twitter campaign. The hashtag reached hundreds of thousands of people in the entire metro area within months. Our jobs are to serve the people who live and work in Grandview.
So people is our business.
One of Grandview PD's newest officers is one of their best at community engagement.
Yes, and probably the most exciting new officer is our new canine, Ace. Ace is a special one so far. The kids just love him when he shows up at different events.
Grandview kids also love the Grandview Fire Department Fire Prevention Week poster contest. This is the second year for the competition, where fourth graders learn about fire prevention for a chance to ride to school in a fire truck.
Almost doubled what we had the first year, which is fantastic. We have more teachers involved, and the word got around because we know the winner from each school will ride on the fire truck.
Not only is it exciting to do that, I think the kids get excited and we get the message out, hopefully better, about fire safety.
Grandview Amphitheater saw two of its biggest crowds to date thanks to community partnerships. Christian radio station 88.5 The Life hosted a free concert with more than 3,000 people attending. In September, the Youth to Youth group from Job Corps Excelsior Springs and the Washington, D.C. office celebrated the International Day of Peace at the amphitheater. With a lot of help from Grandview School District, hundreds attempted a Guinness Book of World Record for largest human formation of a peace and love sign.
So there were about 1,200 people that participated in that event, and if they want to break it again, they'll have to come out.
From the 140,000 who visited the View to the dozens who attended Coffees with a Cop, Grandview staff is committed to community.
Just like police and fire department, we do on-call 24 hours a day.
We're very proud of our officers for the amount of community outreach they can do, along with their other tasks. It's been a hallmark of our success. It all plays into our motto of move toward the badge, where we want people to be able to approach our officers and know that they're there for them.
It seems like there's always a barrel out in the bay where we're collecting food or collecting clothes, backpacks, whatever. We've got some guys that are very committed to that.
We know We are only successful because of this community.
We can't do it on our own. It takes a community to actually bring down the crime, and we appreciate the support.
We can't do anything without our partnerships.
We use all the folks out there, all the citizens of the city as our eyes on the roads, and we encourage people to tell us when they see a problem.
We have a lot of momentum going, and we want to make sure that we continue to capitalize on it.
2018 was a good year for the city of Grandview, but 2019 promises to be even better.